We're out in East Amherst with a house that has a venting issue. They don't have much. They don't have much as far as entrance air or exit air. They do have some strips. I believe the house is well over 10, 12 years old. Maybe even over. Actually, the roof's fairly new. It's older than 10 or 12. I gotta reiterate with the customer what it is. They don't have. They got a couple box vents on the back and some ridge vent. They have got some strips in the soffit, and we can give them a couple of options. The majority of the house on the front has a freeze board on it. They've got a crown molding up against the siding here, but if you look, there's a serious reveal from the bottom of the soffit down to the bottom of the fascia, and it's almost 3 inches, 2.5 actually. And what we can do is run our soffit panel with a back-to-back J channel there, and option out to do the fascia separately along with the gutters, depending on the budget. There's a big overhang on the rear of this bay style, but there's no venting coming in here at all in the soffits. Surprisingly, they don't have much ice. I'm suspect that this corner is going to be low with the as big as an overhang this is. This house probably would dictate some 6-inch gutters and some bigger downspouts for relief. This corner's holding water for sure. Also, I gotta let them know that their chimney's rusted out. Their top housing on their chimney's ready to be replaced. But we got almost a 2-foot 4-inch overhang, except for the big parts. And there's a little buddy watching. He's keeping an eye on things because he's in charge today. And as far as the roof vents go, there's 1, 2, 3. It looks like they got box vents. Oh, they do have box vents across a cathedral ceiling section, and that very well could be scissored cathedral. What I would like to do is take that apart and see if that's the case. Pop off one of those roof vents during the scheme of the venting. We will need to keep our soffits uptight, our vinyl soffits uptight to the wood because the windows are uptight, and then make provisions for the fascia. A lot of the gutters are deformed and leaking. And say hi to my buddy again. He probably wants to come out and play in the snow. Surprisingly, there isn't much ice, and it probably has to do with the fact that the overhang's so big. The ice formation we'll find is going to be further up where the heat loss stops. But what they are getting, it almost looks like they got the same thing on the outside here. Is like a molded type situation. And we're going to address the venting because it wasn't installed right, or it wasn't vented properly at all to begin with. You can see a lot of the spikes are loose and pulled out. But this whole side of the house and the back of the house shows some discoloration, and I'm not sure what it's from. But we don't have the proper amount of exit air in the house, and we definitely don't have the proper amount of entrance air, so we need to address that. Don't know if something's been sleeping there or not. Something's been sleeping here at night, scurrying it up. Looks like maybe a raccoon or something like that. So we got a freeze board on the front of the house, and we've got just a regular cold molding, crown molding at the sides and the rear. And the freeze board caps off the brick, which you can see it's 5 inches. We'll give them the option to do that. But their priority is to get the airflow in here, and we're set up. We can do the wrap off the fascia and everything and get it to where they don't have to paint. It kind of makes sense to make that trip once instead of twice. And 6-inch gutters is what I'd recommend here also. So we'll see what comes of it. Hopefully we can get you a good after picture. More to come.